Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Radha Madhav ki Jai Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Sudarshan ki Jai Jagannath Swami ki Jai Jagannath Rath Yatra Mahotsav ki Jai Om Ajnanam Timiram Dasya Jnananjanam Salakaya Chakkhuramritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sopadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Pada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavansya Shri Rupam Sagar Jatam Sagar Raghunathanipam Tvam Sarivam Sadvaitam Shavadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagar Lalita Shri Vishakha Nitansha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhesha Kripa Sindhuve Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nilanjala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannathaya Te Namah Hare Krishna Jai Jagannath Swami ki Jai Hare Krishna. Actually, I am not accustomed to these systems. Please forgive me because I don't know also. Only 1-2 class I get online, so it is little difficult for me. So there is something, so please forgive me. So okay, we'll thank you for all of you, special Madhubati Prabhu and all of you. You gave some opportunity to glorify Lord Jagannath, and this is the famous Jagannath festival, and I am praying to Lord Jagannath he can bestow his mercy and we can remember him. So there is the Shastra, so many evidence in Shastras how Lord Jagannath is residing eternally in the Puri Dham. So Puri Dham is eternal, all the Dham are eternal. So when Krishna descends to this material world, Dham also descends from spiritual world. So these Dhams, the abode of the Lords, and so I will discuss something about Puri Dham and Lord Jagannath and his devotees. Jagannath is so merciful and many way he showering his mercy to all the people, all the universe. That's why his name is Lord Jagannath. Jagannath means Jagat ka Nath. So he is the supreme father. He is a supreme controller. So I mentioned how Jagannath is so affectionate to all his devotees, and we remember his some of his pastimes, and we know his famous verse Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatmi Jagannath Ashtakam. So, oh my Lord, please come in now. My eyes always, I can see you always. So this is the prayer. So where we can see all the time Lord Jagannath, Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathagami. Oh my Lord, you can please come my eyes, the road of my eyes, Swami Nayana Pathagami. So this is his mercy, and the dham is always eternal, and I mentioned it is stated in the Shastras how Lord resides all the time in Puri, and it is also mentioned in the Shastras in Brahma Purana, Skanda Purana, how the, the Acharya they mention Ahobat Kshetra Mahatma, Ahotat Kshetra Mahatma, Gardhopi Chaturbhujam, Yatra Pravesa Matrenam na Kasyapi Punarbhava. If someone enter and someone living in Dham, all those who are living in Dham, they are like even donkey. They are also big. They are like they have hands. They are like Chaturbhujas. Gardho Piva Chaturbhuja. Even donkey have four-handed form. So and what the speak of human. So this is the statement of Shastras, and please bring your mind and to Lord Jagannath, because the devotees go to Dham, and sometimes we go to Dham, but our mind sometimes remain in our house, in our village or our cities. So only our body goes. For those days, I saw personally, because I saw so many people, those who come to Dham, they have so much eagerness when they come to Dham, and because that time, those days, they don't have any transportation to come, and they just walk. And when they walk like distance, all the time they remember how I will go and see the Lord, how I will go, how I will see the Lord. So all the time they are the mind first reach in Dham, and the body come later. But nowadays our mind coming later, but our body, because sometimes we travel by flight or some train or plane, our body comes first, but mind still remain in home or city or village. So please come, please brought our mind to the lotus feet of the Lord. So there is so many verses about the Lord, how you can bring your mind. So this is the when you bring your mind to the Dham, and then you can see, you can release the Dham, you can see the beauty of the Lord. So so those who are, they have the mind is mind and body together. No? So when the mind comes and we think, we remember properly. So Lord will, because Prabhupada says, what is the dham? Actually, dham, where you direct contact with the Lord. So that is the dham, where you can direct contact with Lord. So this is the like where you can. So even when you go to dham, if you can communicate, you can contact with the Lord. So when the devotee goes to the dham, and especially all the place, Jagannath Puri, Vrindavan, Dwarika, all the place. So if you have clean mind, so you can contact to the Lord. So that's why in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is mentioned, Kubudhi Chhadiya. So it is mentioned, Kubudhi Chhadiya, Kar Nama Sankirtan, Achirati Pavetu, Tava Krishna Premadhan. So if you give up your crooked mind, Kubudhi Chhadiya. So if you give up this crooked mind, and when you chant and you remember to the Lord's, so then you can release, you will get the Krishna Prem, the love of God. That is the statement of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishna Kaviraj Goswami says. So those days, till today, Jagannath is so merciful. He is reciprocating to all his devotees. So it is not those days he was reciprocate. Now he is not reciprocating. So all the time he is reciprocating. Only thing, if we in clean mind, if we, it is actually Jagannath see our intention, our mood, our bhav. So if our bhav is good, our intention is good, so he can, because he is the Bhavagrahi Janardhan. He takes our bhav, our mood, and we know in Jagannath Puri and Jagannath, the system, Jagannath Puja and Jagannath, all the rituals. So Lord himself, he manifests. He order, do this, do that. Sometimes it is not in Shastras. So I'll narrate some pastimes, how Jagannath so affectionate to his devotees. Sometimes he like break his principle. And we know like the Upper Yuga when Krishna came and he break his principle, he break his words. I will not take the astras. So he took the some astras. So so this way we can see how Lord reciprocated, because he is so merciful to his devotees. Sometimes devotees pray to him and offer to him something, so he immediately accepts. And sometimes devotees say something to him, so he also he see the mood. So there is many pastimes. Jagannath has like many katha and many pastimes. Still he is doing also so many. Now he also doing reciprocating his devotees. So I will narrate some incident happened many years ago. Like there is one devotee. If the time permit, so I'll speak something Mahaprabhu with Jagannath and some lila in Jakpuri lila. So I will see how it is, because I don't have so much experience this class, so I don't know how. It is little awkward to me to speak like this, but I'll I will practice. So, so Lord Jagannath is one devotee who was living in Puri. His name was Manidas. So those days it was like many years ago, maybe 300 400 years ago, and he was making garland for Lord Jagannath, and that was his profession. And he was making garland and selling to people. So the garland the people they take, and so that whatever he has income, so he maintain his families. So and the situation came like current situation, some pandemic comes. Some those days also some mahamari came, some pandemics. So many people die, and that was the dysentery, some diarrhea, something came. So his wife, the children, everyone died. So only he alive. So he was decided everyone died, so what to do? So he prepared himself. He made one kartal with the coconut, coconut hard shell. He make like coconut kartal. So he made, and he took, because he completely renounced, because no one in his family, no one remained. So he thought, I will become sadhu and I will chant the glories of Jagannath. So he took that kartal and went Jagannath temple, inside Jagannath temple, and he started chanting and loudly Jai Jagannath, and he was starting the kirtan. So that time, those who have been in Jagannath Puri inside the temple, there is like in front Garuda Stamba. So there is big place Jagamohan. So there is that is the time where that those days one Panda, one Brahman, he used to recite the Puranas. So he was residing there around many devotees. They sit down, many people they sit down, they hear the katha. So when these devotees, the Manidas, because he went inside, and for that place in the backside of Garuda. So he was chanting, taking Jagannath name in very ecstasy way. La Jai Jagannath. Today also many devotees they do like that. So because there is some katha, that katha is going on, that Brahman, that Panda was disturbed by this kirtan. So he was chastised because he knows the Manidas. Then he chastised Hare Maniya, get out from here. Don't disturb here, don't go outside. So if you don't go, so I'll personally kick you out. Like that's very bad way he spoke. When he spoke, he didn't give any attention because he was so ecstatic way he was chanting and doing the kirtan. So he was not aware of this thing. Then was continuing his kirtan, but they are disturbing the, the panda who was residing the katha or the Puranas. So he immediately again he chastised him. shouted him, "Get out from here! If this time you don't go, so I'll personally give you Ardha Chandra." Means I will give you. I'll personally throw you out. So he and all the people, those were there in front, so many people. He calmed out external consciousness because he was chanting very intensely. So then when second time he chastised him, so he got out consciousness, external consciousness. So he left that place, and because many people in front of many people he spoke like that. So he was so embarrassed and so unhappy. So he went and he closed his door, his room, and he slept. And he prayed to Lord, Lord, I was chanting your name, and I have something because I am doing for you. And he did this. He in front so many people. He chastised me, and it is not good. So so that was his. So he didn't say anything, and he was just quiet, and he just remained there. He didn't open his door, and he was just. So you can see how Lord reciprocate, and immediately Lord Jagannath reciprocated the mood of that devotees because he embarrassed. So he immediately comes king's dream and said to dream to king, please, my devotee is very so much embarrassed and he is so much sad, and it is not good that the Puran Panda who was residing Puranas. So this is the he shouted him and like offended him. So my devotee is offended, and this is my devotee feeling very bad means that is also my feeling. So if and actually I like this. If my any devotee comes and chant my names and in ecstasy, so I like this. So please tell the Puran Pandas so he can reside the Puran in Lakshmi temple. So you can see whole system, the temple system here, Jagannath changed. And from that day, so the king, established king, sent the people and he went. So he brought the Manidas to temple, and he give the order to Puja Pandit, those who the Purana Pandas, please you go and reside Puran in Lakshmi temple. So from that day till now, all the Puranas, all the Shastras, they are reading. Reading is going on in the Lakshmi temple, no more inside the Jagannath temple. So you can see how, and Jagannath says, my like this, my devotee, when my devotee will come and my devotee will see like this, see to me, and he will ecstatic, they will chant the name. Now still the devotee will come. Many people, many devotees, they comes and they very loudly, they cry, they chant the name of Lord, and Lord will be very happy. Lord is. So this is the reciprocation to the Lord. And we can know in Chaitanya Charitamrita one pastimes. Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asks Aditya Acharya, he said, did you went see the Lord, what you did? Aditya Acharya said, yes, I went and I was doing parikrama. I see the Lord and I went parikrama 4 times, 5 times. I did parikrama. So, so Lord says, this is not way to see the, because if you do parikrama, that time you cannot see the Lord. So, mean that time you cannot see the Lord. So, so Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I go and I see all the time to the Lord. Like Apalak Nayani means don't blink your eyes, just look like him. In many devotees in Orissa, they have many devotees, they compose many wonderful songs about the Lord Jagannath. And one of the song, Asithili Kalia to the Rasana Paire, Tote Chari Jiba Kutoman Nahi. So I come, O Lord, O Krishna, O Jagannath. Kalia means Krishna, Jagannath. I came to you to see you, but I don't want to go. So this is the, if someone go to see the Lord and you cannot, don't want to go out, want to see, like many hours people see and stand there and see the Lord. So this is the, if someone that much intention, so that will be that will be like that will be satisfied to the Lord. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went Puri and he was all many devotees with him and having darshan, doing darshan. During that time, when Uriya Mataji, she cannot see the Lord, and she was so eager to see Lord Jagannath. This is the famous pastime in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So she was, because he cannot see the Lord, because so many people, so much crowd. So she was just riding Mahaprabhu's shoulder. So she was holding the Garuda Stamba and putting her leg, the shoulder of Mahaprabhu. So so the leg was with Mahaprabhu shoulder. So when Govinda saw this thing, she immediately Govinda told to her, please come down, this is not good. But she was so in ecstasy. So Mahaprabhu forbidden. Mahaprabhu said, don't say anything because let see Lord Jagannath. So she was so much eager to see the Lord. So Mahaprabhu glorifies, said, I don't have that much eagerness which he has. So she has. So that is the, so Mahaprabhu also glorifies. Someone has that much eagerness, and that is the that Lord wants. If someone can that, so Mahaprabhu says, okay, if she can give me mercy, so I will have that much eagerness. So that was his statement. So when someone go to Puri, so that this is the Lord's the reciprocation. If someone can reciprocate his love, and and Lord is waiting there to reciprocate. He is the Jagannath. He is, when Mahaprabhu see Lord Jagannath, he is Shyam Sundar. He is the Shyam Sundar Krishna. So so there is Puri, many in many Purana, many Shastras. It is mentioned how someone is in Puri. There is 7 gateway to go to the liberation. Although the devotee really don't want to any liberation. So there is one Kavi, one devotee he composed, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Na dhanam na janam na sundari kavitamba jagadisha kamai. Same way, that devotee he also praying to the Lord, and Lord also so much satisfied, because if someone, if many people goes to anything. And we know Lord will satisfy if someone don't want anything. That's why one of his devotees praying to the Lord. In one of the sadhu Odisha, he composed very nice song. Jagannatha kichi magu nahi tote dhana magu nahi jana magu nahi dhana magu nahi jana magu nahi maguchi saradha baliru hate Jagannatha. So it is mentioned how I don't want any wealth, dhana magunai, jana. I don't want any followers. And what I want Saradha Baliru. So there is two meanings Saradha Bali. Saradha Bali means there is the sand. Means Saradha means the grand roads. That is the Saradha Bali. That is two meanings. So Shraddha also he wants like Shraddha. So if we have real Shraddha to the Lord, and that is the you can get Sadavan Lavate Jnanam. And Krishna says Bhagavad Gita, Sadavam Lavate Jnanam. So those who have the interested, those who have interest, the Shraddha, they can get the real knowledge. So here the devotee is asking, please, I don't want anything. Please just give me your Shraddha. So that Shraddha, that greedy, the Shraddha will calm our heart. So that is the actually real Jagannath will please. So then he further he mentioned how he wants to do what is his desire. He says moha sta anadarasana nalode nayana eka तुम्हा देखा बिना सुनी बाको कान नई छाईयाना तुम्ह चरिते का मना. So he says, I don't want to see anything. I want to see you. This is the like honored devotional service. If someone comes and I don't want to see anything because we know the whatever in according to Bhagavatam, the the mood, the bhavai bhavakaranam. If what your intention, your mood, that will bring you in the material world. Bhavai bhavakaranam. So the bhav, what is your mood, that will bring you. So if your mood is real mood, okay Lord, oh Krishna, oh Jagannath, I don't want anything. I want. So this is the Jagannath Rath Yatra. So it is big topic. So I don't want to Hare Krishna. All of you there, or I cannot see.
Yes, Maharaj. You can hear.
Yes, we are there,
So,
Maharaj.
Haribol.
We
Yes,
are there,
Maharaj.
Maharaj.
We are there. Please continue. Wonderful
Oh,
pastime. Please continue.
okay. Hare Krishna. So, so and he was saying, I don't want any anadarasana nalode nayan. So I don't want to see anything. I want to see you, and I don't want to hear anything. I want to hear about all your charitra. Tumba charite kamana. Moha sta anguli Rama bana mali Hare Krishna japu thau. बोले बनमाली मोवेनी चरण तो तीर्थ भ्रमणे how. So he is desiring, oh Jagannath, I don't want if my hand always chant your glories. Hare Krishna Japutao. I chant your holy name. And my leg to go to all the place your tirtha, to tirtha brahmane thao. So all the tirthas I want to go. So this is the prayer, how the Lord reciprocates. This is so Lord Jagannath, when he give this benediction, this is the, you maybe all of you knows the past time how Lord appeared in Puri. It was like many years before. One, they says it is a calculation in Skanda Puran, 153 crores 400,000 years ago, he manifested his deities in Puri. So, and it was big number. So how Lord resides there, and Lord says, so someone, this is the 7 doorway how to get the liberation. If someone come to Puri or someone, so Jagannath, if someone can come, and now the mercy of Prabhupada, so Jagannath, we can have so many places Jagannath Yatra, and Jagannath coming all to all of you in America, all the place, many place, the mercy of Lord. So this is the how Jagannath changed his rule, because if a devotee wants something, so Lord changed the rules, his systems. So how Lord is so affectionate to his devotees. So this you can, so many devotees, they come to Puri, and so they can connect to the Lord, and that is the place where you can feel. So when many devotees they go to Puri and they go to Dham, if you have, our mind is clean, so we can connect to the Lord. And what is the time? How many minutes I can speak?
Maharaj, you can still go. It's, still 10 minutes there.
Only 10 minutes. Huh? I thought I will narrate some other pastimes, but so so sometimes we think, oh Lord, that those days the devotee have they reciprocate the Lord. Now Lord is not reciprocating. So it is not like that. Lord always reciprocates. Lord never says. Lord never break his promise. Lord says, I will protect my devotees. So he never say like that, I will never protect my devotees. So it is the statement of the Lord in Bhagavatam. Many places he give that statement. So still he is protecting his devotee, and he will protect. Also he will protect all the time in his devotees. So Lord said, my devotee never perishes. So means, so sometimes people have so there is some recent some pastime. Lord, one of my friend from Puri, he sent me how he was. It was incident happened 1, 2, 3 years before, when I was just giving recent evidence how Lord is reciprocating still now to devotees. One man, he was grihastha, and he has daughter married. So in Puri there is the custom to, when there is marriage, the first invitation they go to Lord Jagannath. He put invitation card to Jagannath, to the feet of the Jagannath. So those days, and we know the Puri temple all the time so much crowd. So that The wife of that man asks, he says, you are going to the temple and take that invitation card and give the Lord. And he said, I am going to, and that was the summertime, there's so much hot. So that man was thinking, I will take the money and I will give the advance 25,000 to advance some cook wala or something. So he was taking that money and going to. He was not so wealthy man. He was poor man, and he went and he took that money and he went inside the temple and he was paying his obeisances. And we know sometimes so much crowd, sometimes pocket mar, those who are pickpocket, they take the money. So he was paying his obeisances and putting his card. Someone took his money, and when he come out, he thought maybe some crowd somewhere is fall down or something. So he come out and he was searching. He thought maybe some. Then he went inside again. He searched. He could not find anything. So he was coming to his house and he was scared. Oh, what my wife will chastise me, because wife says don't take any money and just go and give the invitation. And he was thinking, I'll take money with me, I'll give invitation, and that way also I will give, and I'll give the advance for something. That's why he was taking money. So he was scared and he went to house. So just before he arrived in house, one man came and he just called. He says, "Oh, he call his name," and his wife come out. He says, "Who are you?" And I am the friend of your husband. He says, "What?" He just put his the purse, and I got his purse. He come my house and he just forget his purse. He was forget to take his purse. So you take this purse, and he gave the purse and he just went away. So the man came and he was so much sad. 25,000 finished, because where he will bring that money. So he was just went inside and he was not saying nothing and he was just sitting. The wife came and says, and he was just worried. So I said, what happened? Your friend came. Well, looks like black man, and I never see your friend. And says, what he said? He says, you miss your purse there in his house and take your purse here. So he was shocked. He says, I never went anywhere. I just temple and I lost my money there in temple and I just come out. I saw and there is no purse. So you can see how Lord Jagannath, who is that man? He said, I never see. And he says, did you see your friend? No, I have no friend. No friend like this. Looks like that. So it is not, Lord is not reciprocating, or Lord reciprocated that time. Lord can reciprocate the 1,000-mile way he reciprocates when the Gajraj call him. So he can reciprocate all the times. So it is not so please, uh, if you have intention, you have the right intention, you have mood, your bhav, so please give to Lord Jagannath. And Lord Jagannath, this is the Jagannath festival. Lord says, if some and this place is so dear to me, and the festival very dear to me. If someone take the cart, the Rath Yatra, and I am so much happy if someone take me in cart and dance in front of me, chant in front of me. So he will be so happy, and he can take away all like so many lifetimes the sinful activities. He can take away crores. So janmar jitapapa choram choragraganyam purusham braje prasidha navanita choram gopangananam dukula choram अनेक जन्मार्जित पाप चोरम Choragraganyam Puruso Namami. So he is the great Chor. So he is also Makhan Chor. His name is Makhan Chor. He is, but not only Makhan Chor. He can take away our so many Aneka Janmarjita Papa Choro. So no one can do like that. Aneka Janma. So many birth time, all the sinful activity can take away. Aneka Janmarjita Papa Choram, Choragraganyam. He the number one thief. So no one can take away like this. So there is no Lord who can take away all the sinful activity. That's it. When Krishna says, Sarvadharman paritejya mamekam saranam. So this is the time where Lord wants to reciprocate you, and that's why he comes in Jagannath Puri. Lord himself, all the festival, other deities, the Utsava deity goes, but the Rath Yatra festival, he himself come out, the main deities, he come out the outside and he wants to be with us. So he wants to see all his devotees. So this the Jagannath. So yesterday, actually today should be in Puri the Navajavan days after 15 days, because today in India they have the eclipse, the Grahan. So yesterday Jagannath have the Navajavan days. So he has the full youth, the form he give to the darshan to everyone's. So this is okay. I can continue or Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, you can continue for some time. Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, I don't see him yet. The next Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj is joining at around 9 o'clock. So,
Actually, I don't know how it is going in the class.
no, you're doing good, Maharaj. You're getting wonderful katha.
Because I cannot see because I never spoke like this, no. So I cannot because I Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
So it is little awkward, no, to speak.
That's right, Maharaj.
So there is actually many pastimes. So there is big pastimes. Actually, I see. My mind is small because 1 hour. If 1 hour is not sufficient time. There is big katha. If you start one, that will take 1.5 hours. There is the devotee some pastime. That's why I didn't, because 1 hour you came, because I saw Maharaj. He will come 9 o'clock. That's why I did like this.
Okay.
Anybody had some question or something?
They can raise their hands if anybody has questions. We can unmute you. Nitya Mataji has a question. So let's see. 1 minute. Lower hand. Yes, go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the wonderful class. Danvat Pranam. How does Jagannath reciprocate, Prabhuji? Like, how should we, Maharaj, how to be an object of mercy in order to, what we should do, and how to attract his Jagannath mercy and reciprocation?
Yeah, it is a good question. So how to attract the Jagannath intention, mood? Yes, actually, if he, I quote one verse: if we give up our crookedness, and because Jagannath, if our heart is clean, and our mood is good, because otherwise if our heart is not clean, our mind is not clean, so our the mood will be never clean. See, sometimes people do so many things, but if our mood will be clean and our heart, if our it means if that is the Rupa Goswami says in many shastra, many ways. So if we simply pray to the Lord and give up our crookedness. Crookedness, so that is what is the crookedness? We know what is the crookedness. And if you simple, if you keep our mind to Him, so He'll reciprocate. And if you very simple, if like when Krishna says, whatever you offer me in loving way, so He can reciprocate. So that is the loving way when you can attract His mood, attract His eyes. So that is the simple thing, but that simple thing that should be in pure heart. That should be clean heart.
Let's see, Nitya Mataji.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So it may be sometimes people don't have anything, but he has the mood. They have the right mood, good mood. So that can attract to the Lord. Sometimes the people have so much thing, but they don't have the mood, good mood.
Yes, Maharaj. So how do we understand that, yes, this is Jagannath's reciprocation? Like how to recognize that?
So that we have to confirm it to Sadhu Shastra Guru. When they will confirm it is like three things: Sadhu, what the devotee says, the Gurus, and Sadhu Shastra and the Shastra, what is the Shastra says. Yes, Prabhu, something saying?
I think, yeah, you're doing good, Maharaj. Also, Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj is also on the line now. So,
Okay. Okay, Prabhu, thank you for giving me opportunity. So,
thank you,
actually,
Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Jai Jagannath.
Haribol, Haribol.
Hari
Thank you very
bol,
much.
Hari bol, Hari bol.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat.
Dhanush Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj. On the line.
I'm going.
Huh? You can be there.
Hare Krishna. So I start class now.
Yes, Maharaj. Please start.
You are all drowning with Krishna Katha, Jagannath Katha.
Well, if we can clean our heart before Rath Yatra, that would be nice.
By the coronavirus, everybody
Yeah.
drowning in Krishna Katha. Bring him back there. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Kyavam ajnanatimirandhasya jnananjanasalakaya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य मंथा कल्पतरुभश्च कृपा सिंधु भैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Divasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Mukam Karoti Vasalam Angulang Haiti Giring Jat Kripatamahang Bande Paramananda Madhavam Sigurudina Tarinam Sri Chaitanya Ikaram. You got with like contact Mani Husam. So I am going to speak to all devotees, addition devotees simultaneously, also devotees from Kuwait, they will be hearing. So anyway, yesterday I described about Indradimna, how he installed Jagannath Baladev Subhadra deity. So in between there is one topic, there is no time to speak yesterday, I'll tell you today. I hope that section I have not told. In case, because so many classes I'm giving, which topic I'm speaking to whom, sometimes I forget also. In case what I'm speaking now, you think if you have heard it yesterday night, then let me know, I'll skip that. This is about that point, the transition point I was discussing yesterday, that how the Lord was worshipped as Nilamadhava form in that Nilagiri, Nilakandara, the blue cave, for the Pratham Parardha, past 50 years of Brahma's lifespan. Then how he then again appeared in Chaturdha Murti, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. So that topic was, that matter was known to Vishwabasu, that this will happen. This was known to Vishwabasu, that the Nilmadhav will disappear. And Skandapuran describes that one time Brahma, he was very worried because he created this Brahmanda, he is Srishtikarta, but he is thinking, why did I create this Brahmanda where people are simply suffering, and what benefit I am doing to them? So he felt very compassion. Then he went to meet Lord Vishnu to bring some solution to this problem. He requested Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, that you appointed me as Srishtikarta. I am creator. I am creator of this universe. But what have I created? I have created something where people will only suffer and suffer. Please do something so these conditioned living entities can be delivered. I know there are many processes that you have given, how people can be delivered through karma kanda, through jnana, through yoga, through bhakti. But there are some very fallen, unfortunate people, they are not able to accomplish all these things. As a result, from time immemorial, they are suffering. Please do something for them so that they can become free from this entanglement of material bondage and go back to you to serve your lotus feet.
Listening 9 p.m. IST 6:30 Kuwait time.
Okay, forget. So, I hope this story I did not tell you. Can somebody respond? Madhupati
No, Maharaj.
Prabhu?
We have not told this story, Maharaj.
Huh?
We have not heard this before.
Okay. This is the description about where from this concept of Chaturdha Murti has to manifest where this concept came from. So this is the description. So when Vishnu heard from Brahma like this, then Vishnu said, okay, I'm very happy that you're feeling so much compassion for these living entities who are suffering in this material world since time immemorial. So to fulfill your desire, I feel very obliged. So you do something that I instruct you now. You go to Nilachala Dham. There you perform austerities. Being pleased with your austerity, I will appear in Nilachala Dham so that everybody can get my darshan. So whoever will take my darshan, doesn't matter how much sinful they have committed, sinful activities they have committed, does not matter how much lack of sadhana they have, just by having my darshan or by having my glances over them, they will become free from all the sinful reactions, material bondage, and go back to Godhead, to Vaikuntha. Please go and do tapasya there. So after getting this instruction from Lord Vishnu, so Brahmaji came to Nilachala Dham. There is a place 20 kilometers from Puri where you go to see Alarnath. That place name is known as Brahmagiri. Brahmagiri means the mountain or Giri, and Giri also means landing down, called Giri. So the Brahma landed down there. That's why that place is known as Brahmagiri. So now that place when Brahma came, so beautiful, so nice place. So Brahma was very happy to start his tapasya there. He is engaged in austerities, doing tapasya, so that Vishnu will be pleased, give his holy darshan to all the human beings on this earthly planet. The point is, a Lord gives darshan as Nilamadhava to celestial peoples, to devatas, not to Martavasis. The specific form, Nilamadhava, was worshipped and was visible to devatas. Martalokavasis, they had no opportunity except Vishwavasu. That Savara person was very dear to Lord Jagannath. So when Brahma came and performed this austerity, so this news spread all over the universe that Brahma is going to perform these austerities by which Lord Vishnu will be pleased and give darshan to everybody. And whoever will take that darshan of Lord Vishnu, they will become free from material bondage and go back to Godhead. So everybody in ecstasy, they're very happy. Finally, we have a chance to become free from this material bondage and go back to Godhead. Everybody happy. But one person is not happy. He felt very sad. That person is Yamaraj. He became very worried because he has given the responsibility to judge people that are committing sinful activities and punish them. Now people will take darshan of the Lord, then they become free from all the reaction of sinful activities. Then what Yamaraj will do? All the living entities will go back to Godhead. The Yamaraj will be jobless, nothing to do. How his company will run? So he felt very worried. So immediately from Yamaloka, he rushed to Nilachal. There at Nilachala Dham, on top of the Nilagiri, the blue mountain, there's Akshayapat, the banyan tree, Kalpavriksha. and towards the western side of that tree is Rohini Kunda. And on the bank of Rohini Kunda is Ratna Singhasan. And on Ratna Singhasan where they're sitting Lakshmi and Narayan. So Yamaraj straight went, offered them prostrated obeisances, and started to chant stapa stuti prayers to Lord Narayan. Lord was very pleased. This is the constitutional nature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If anybody glorify him through stapa stuti, then he becomes very happy, very pleased. Same like us. We become very pleased also, very happy, somebody glorified. Actually, Lord is not happy to hear his glorification like us. Rather, being part and parcel of the Lord, we have also that quality that we feel very happy to hear our glorification. But only difference is, Lord is real qualified to be glorified. So when he is glorified, Uttama Sloka Bandhita, all the Muni, Rishis, Devatas, they glorify him with very chaste words. He's qualified to be glorified. So when he's glorified, he becomes happy. But we are not qualified. We have no glories, but we have only one thing within us. Some pseudo glorification we like very much. And difference between Lord being glorified and we being glorified is, whoever will glorify Lord, that he will be delivered, he will be purified by glorifying Lord. Jaya dala jai have. If we glorify Lord, we will be glorified. But in our case, somebody will glorify us, he will not get any result. So thus, if we glorify Lord and his pure devotees, then we will be purified and we will be glorified. So Lord was very happy, please. Then Lord told Yamaraj that we are very happy. Tell us, we want to give you some boon. What can we do for you? What is your desire we can fulfill? Yamaraj said that please promise first. First you promise whatever my desire, if you will fulfill, then only I'll tell you. Lord Narayan, no, but everything you can do. What is impossible for Lord Narayan? He's aghatana ghatana patyasi, he's expert. Impossible thing he can do possible. He said, yes, I promise, tell me what you want, I'll fulfill your desire. Then Yamaraj said, oh my Lord, I came to know that you have instructed Brahma to do tapasya, and by being pleased with his tapasya, he will give darshan to everybody, and whoever will take your darshan, he will be delivered from this material bondage. He will become free from all sinful reactions. They will all go back to Godhead. And dear Lord, if everybody will go back to Godhead, then what shall I do here? I'll become jobless. My company will close down. Please do something. So my prayer is, you please don't give darshan. So now Narayan looking at Lakshmi Devi, and Lakshmi Devi looking at Narayan. So what to do? Here Brahma is doing tapasya so that we give darshan to everybody. And Yamaraj is saying, don't give darshan to anyone. What is the solution? Then Lord Narayan, he called Brahma. So both Brahma and Yamaraj sitting there. So Lakshmi Devi in between came and told Yamaraj, my dear son, this is your eternal place. We can't leave this Nilachala Dham. Nilachala Dham, then she mentioned that we have appointed you in this post. for doing the judgment of the living entities, calculate their sinful activities, past activities, and reward them accordingly. But Yamaraj, you should know that you can exercise your power all over the place, except in Nilachala Dham. The Nilachala Dham, which is spread over 10 miles area on the shore of this ocean, this Sankhakshetra, Nilachala Dham, Purushottam Kshetra, which spread over Panchakrosa, you have no influence over here. You cannot do any judgment over the living entities in this area, including what to speak of human beings, insects, all the living entities. None of the living entities that take birth in Puri, Nilachala Dham, and you have no control over them. If they do any mistakes, then Lord Jagannath will punish them. They will be punished by Jagannath, not by you. So this truth was revealed by Lakshmi Devi, and Shastra says those that have taken birth in Jagannath Puri, all the inhabitants of Jagannath Puri, including insects, the demigods, they see them with 400 forms. That is the glory of Nilachala Dham. So these are eternal place, my dear son. We can't leave this place. Then Narayan called Brahma. Then he said, we'll fulfill the desire of both of you. Yamaraj, you want us not to give darshan, so we'll follow that. We'll hide ourselves under the golden sands. That Nilagiri is surrounded by dense forest. On the sea beach, situated on the sea beach, and also all around Nilagiri is covered with golden sands. Golden sands. And that the Lord said that I will cover myself with the golden sand. So that Nila Madhava, which is, I told yesterday, the size of 21 fingers high, worshipped by Vishwavasu, the Vishwavasu Savar, the tribal man, that was covered by sand. When Indradumna king came, he could not see that form anymore. And Lord Vishnu said to Yamaraj that I will hide myself, thus I will fulfill your desire. But at one point, one of my great devotee, very intimate devotee, one who knows nobody else except me, that King Indradumna, the family of Brahma, is great devotee, that he will come here. And he has so intense devotion towards me that I cannot afford to hide myself anymore. So I'll manifest to him. But not in my Nilamadhava form. I'll manifest to Indradumna in my Chaturdha Murti form. The Chaturdha Murti is Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, and Sudarshan. Chaturdha Murti form. I'll manifest on Brahma. You will come that time and you will install these deities. And whoever will take darshan of these deities, doesn't matter how much sinful activities they have accumulated. Having my darshan, they will become free from all sinful reactions. In this way, Lord Narayan had blessed. So this is the background story, that why this transition took place. Based on this fact, that this conversation has taken place before. So when Indradumna king came, prior to his arrival, I described yesterday, a big hurricane came and covered Nila Madhava. So when Indradumna came, he could not see. And this fact was known to Vishwabasu also. I told you yesterday when Vidyapati came, at one point, Vishwabasu mentioned Vidyapati. Yes, I know. Very old news. Vishwabasu told Vidyapati, very old news, that your king will come. He'll build a city here, build a big temple. For that, your king cannot take darshan of my Nilamadhav. Nilamadhav will be covered by golden sand. But you don't be worried. But the Lord will appear in Chaturdha Murti. No. So that was the behind story. So yesterday described to you about Vidyapati came and how he was received very nicely by Vishwabasu. Then Vishwabasu took him. There is one kind of description. There's another description I will tell you. So Vidyapati, searching for Nilamadhava, very secretly he reached the Uttaradesh, the Utkala Bhumi. At that village where the Savarraj, Vishwabasu was staying. The Vishwabasu, this story is very famous in Orissa. Rather, Orissa people know more this story than the other story I described yesterday. They'll be surprised, Orissa people, to hear that story and that description I gave yesterday from Skandapura. Orissa people are very much acquainted with the description that I will speak now. So Vidyapati came to Vishwabasu's house. Vishwabasu had a daughter, Lalita. Her name was Lalita. So some other Vidyapati fell in love with Lalita. That is what he managed to do to accomplish his job, to reach his goal. So both of them they married. Lalita and Vidyapati married. And that very happy family life. The Vidyapati observed Vishwabasu every day morning. He's going somewhere whole day. And afternoon he comes back. And when he comes back, it's a very nice smell comes from his body. Nice chandan, camphor, all kinds of smells of flowers comes from his body. Then Vidyapati asked Lalita, where your father is going to whole day? When he come back, so nice smell coming from his body. Please tell me. Lalita said, my father is going to worship Nilamadhava. Then Vidyapati was very shocked. Shocked means he's in ecstasy. Because his purpose was searching for Nilamadhava. Then he understood, oh, here is Nilamadhava. This person is going to worship. Then he told Lalita, please, you request your father to take me and so that I can get darshan of Nilamadhava. Then Lalita said, hey, don't speak like this. Don't say like this because my father is very protective. He protects this deity. Nobody can go there. The devatas, they come. Only my father has told not to tell anybody. So please don't expect that you will go there to get darshan, Nilamadhava. But Vidyapati said, no, but you are my wife. I am your husband. You have to fulfill my desire. So out of love for her husband, Lalita went one day there with gathering lot of courage. She went to her father, Vishwabasu, with a request to allow her husband to get darshan of Nilamadhava. So Vishwabasu was very angry, furious. How you dare to reveal this to anybody? Then she cried. Out of affection for his daughter, he said, okay, our daughter, what can do? I'll show him the deity but I will not show him the path to go to that place. So I'll bind, I'll tie his eyes, I'll cover his eyes with cloth. Then I'll take him to the top of Nilagiri to show the deity of Nilamadhava. Then he agreed, Vidyapati, no. Then Lalita went and told Vidyapati that my father will take you. You will get darshan of Nilamadhava, but he will not show you the path. You close your eyes with cloth and take you. And Vidyapati said, then what is the use? As a goal is not I see the Lord, goal is the king has to see the Lord. He is waiting there, without eating any food or anything. So I have to go to give this message. So I need path to reach there. And this girl was very clever. And she gave a proposal to Vidyapati. This is how the local people, they follow the local literature also describes like this. And what she did, she says, the proposal she gave to Vidyapati, that when my father will take you to Nilagiri, top of the Nilagiri, covering your eyes, holding your hand. So on other hand, I'll give you some mustard seeds. So you hold it and you throw it on the way when you are walking to the temple, that Nilagiri, Nilakandara. So mustard seeds will be there. So in the rainy season will come, then those trees will manifest, plants will manifest, then you can easily find the path. The Vidyapati is very happy. Oh, you are such an intelligent lady. Very good proposal. Then on next day, Vishwavasu covered the eyes of Vidyapati and holding his hand when he started moving forward. He's looking forward and walking. And from behind, Lalita gave a bundle of mustard seeds into the hand of Vidyapati. Then Vidyapati, following Vishwavasu, finally reached on top of the Nilagiri. There Vishwavasu opened the eyes, the coverings from the eyes of Vidyapati. And Vidyapati saw a beautiful tree called Pavata. Then he saw the beautiful Rohini Kunda, the most purified water, holy water, the water which gives liberation to the living entities, and makes free from all sinful reactions. So when they reached there, then Vishwavasu told, you sit here on this bank of Rohini Kunda for a few minutes. I'm going inside the forest. I'll pluck some fruits and I'll collect some fruits and roots. So we'll offer to Nilamadhava, then we'll go. So Vishwavasu went inside the forest to bring fruits and roots. And this Vidyapati is waiting on the bank of that pond, Rohini Kunda. And all of a sudden he saw one crow was sitting on a branch which is extended on top of the Rohini Kunda. Vidyapati saw that crow fell into the water of Rohini Kunda. And as soon as fell into the water, immediately developed 400 form, suitable to go back to Vaikuntha. Then immediately went back to Vaikuntha. So by seeing this, then Vidyapati thought, wow, it's great. Great chance for me. Not only I will become free from sinful reactions, I'll go back to get liberation, go back to Godhead. Then he prepared to jump into the water. So just preparing to jump into the water, an unseen sound vibration proclaimed, oh Vidyapati, you don't forget that you came here with a great responsibility. Don't forget your duty. The king is waiting for you. Fasting, without eating anything, waiting for you. or to get a message from you, our Nilamadhava. Don't forget your duty. Then Vidyapati, he become very cautious. Came to his sense. Said, yes, for my liberation I should not do. I gave words to the king in the Dimna that I'll search and find out Nilamadhava. Then he did not jump into on the pond. And after some time, Bishop came, then they offered fruits and roots. Then they came back. They came back. I think that time at one point, Bishop came to know that Lord will disappear. Then he became very angry. He had a fighting with the Vidyapati, something like that. And Vidyapati left. Then when he came back with King Indradimna, with all his soldiers, everybody, and Vishavasu, by the time King Indradimna reached, Vishavasu discovered that deity is no more there. Deity has disappeared. The Vishavasu thought Indradimna king has come here and he has stolen my Nilamadhava. And Indradimna thinking, because I am coming, this Vishavasu is hiding Nilamadhava. So both had misunderstanding. There is huge fighting. Big battle took place. Then finally, the Lord, through the unseen sound vibration, informed Vishavasu, "Oh Vishavasu, you don't fight. The Indradimna is my great devotee. He has come here to build a very big temple for me. He will feed me chapana bhoga, varieties. I am to take some service from him." So this is the one topic usually I tell in my lecture. Some of you must have heard that how Lord Jagannath, in his previous form as Nilamadhava, he was eating fruits and roots. And he was thinking, how long I'll eat these fruits and roots? Then King Indradumna came and Lord manifested in Chaturdhamurti, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Sudarshan. And he was eating this chapana bhoga. Actually, there are many more varieties of bhoga. Recently, they are offering chapana bhoga. Before 200, 300 items, they used to offer. But one thing in Jagannath Puri, that whatever item they offer, the fixed items they are offering, same items. So I was contemplating, the Lord is very happy that now Indradumna has come. No more I have to survive on fruits and roots offered by Vishavasu. Now I'll get the chapan bhoga, varieties of foodstuffs. But one day, Jagannath, he meditated. How long I'll be eating these same items? There are items called Mahura, Besara, things like these items Jagannath offer. How long I'll be eating these things? Thousands of years, same items, same items, same items. Jagannath must be feeling very boring. Then Jagannath called Srila Prabhupada. Please come, take me out of Puri. How long I'll be eating this Besara, Mahura, and these items? So Prabhupada came and he took Jagannath all over the world. Now Jagannath all over the world, he went eating the idli, dosa, dhokla, pizza, pasta, chowmin, so many varieties of foodstuffs. His eating God has been now justified that he has an opportunity because of Prabhupada to eat all kinds of foodstuffs. So the Lord said, one of my great devotee will come, he'll build big temple here and he'll feed me varieties of foodstuffs. You please don't fight. Then they stopped fighting. Then the Lord said that this Savara family people, they will get eternal service, opportunity to serve me, my Chaturdhamurti farm. So during this 1 month period from Snan Purnima, when deities are put in fever pastimes, Anavasara, then Rath Yatra, then return Rath. So until that, these people, a Sabar of people, Daitapati, they served the Lord. So after that, deity was not there. Then Lord came in the dream of the king. Then Lord told that tomorrow you go to sea beach. There you will see the 3 logs of woods floating. There is Daru Brahma. Yesterday description I had mentioned about what? About the Daru Brahma tree. But another description, the Lord in dream came and said, you go to sea beach and you'll see I'm coming while floating. As Daru Brahma. The next day the king went. Then the king found 3 log of woods coming by floating. Then they collected those woods. Then they brought many carpenters. Nobody could to carve the deity. And finally, the Lord of Vishwakarma in the form of a carpenter, his name was Ananta Maharana. He came. He said that I will carve the deity. Very old man. Yes, you give me a room for 21 days. I'll carve this for 21 days. You should not open the door. So then they accordingly they put him in that room with the logs of the woods. Was carving. Then after 15 days, Gundicha, queen of Indradimna, she became very worried that now what will happen? That the person must have died. No sound is coming for 15 days, no eating. Open the door, check what is happening. The king said, no, 21 days we have to wait. The Gundicha forced. Being forced by his queen. When Indradimna, king opened the door, then he found the deity incomplete. In that form that today we see, the deity is there. And King Indradumna was very disappointed. What happened? Now, the deity is not complete. It's very much morose. And then one unseen sound vibration spoke to him, saying, oh, Indradumna, don't be worried. Don't think this is my incomplete form. Actually, this is my real form. Of course, all of you know why Lord decided to manifest in this form, my real form. You worship this form. Now you go and bring Brahma and you worship this form. And 3 boons. Then he went, I think yesterday I described, he went to Brahmaloko, then many thousands of years passed, then Galamadhava occupied this temple, he was worshipping, putting another Vishnu. Then Brahma came, then whole installations and everything took place. So since then, so many yugas passed, so many hundreds, thousands years passed. Jagannath is there experiencing so many things, so many people coming, worshipping him in different way. Sometimes Tantric came, they took over Jagannath temple, worshipping him as Bhairava. Sometimes Buddhist, they believe he is like Buddha. Jesus Christ came, he worshipped him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he gave the concept that he is Shyamasundar Krishna. Then whatever devotees they come, Rama Bhakta came, then Jagannath manifested Rama form to him. Ganapati Bhatta, Ganesh Bhakta came, then Lord manifested Ganesh form to him. So in this way, Je Jathamang Prapadanta Tang Tatheva Bhajamiham, that whatever way you surrender me, accordingly I will reciprocate. So Jagannath is there. Purana is changing. History is changing. But he is there unchanged. History also describes how for some time Jagannath deity disappears during Muslim ruling time. For 100 years, for 50 years, for 150 years, the temple remains empty there without any deity. So a lot of historical informations are there. But whatever happens externally, Lord is eternally there. Lord is eternally there. We are very, very fortunate to have received this human birth when Lord's manifested pastimes is going on Jagannath Puri. But unfortunately this year, due to coronavirus, there is a big chance that Rath Yatra will not take place because that is the order been passed by Supreme Court of India. So poor people are trying their best. At least we can bring the deity, place them on the chariot. It's something. Other big disaster. Something happens like this means Lord is not happy. For misfortune. But whatever it is, Lord Jagannath will never stop his journey. He gives buddhi to his devotee. Dadami buddhi jogam tang janamang upajantite. So, under the guidance of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, Mayapur devotees have come up with a new idea. What is that website? Sagar Prabhu? Oh, Sagar Prabhu. Haribal.
Mercyonwheel.com.
What is that?
Mercyonwheel.com.
Mercy of Lord on wheel. Mercy on wheel of the Lord. Yes. So you all know that. So please go to that site and register so that Lord Jagannath will appear in your house. You can take darshan, do arati, bhaga offerings like this. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi ki jai. Any questions? One or two questions, if anyone has.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandat Pranam. So happy to see you and have your class.
Happy to see you.
Yeah,
This year
many
I couldn't
devotees-
go.
yeah. Maharaj, many devotees have asked this question. Like, if in Jagannath Puri we enter, there are sticks and they, like they give as a blessing to the devotees. So I heard from someone, these are kind of, Papa Nasan Chadis. So just wanted to have some, knowledge on that.
What I know, these people, they are with that stick for traffic control. Hey, control, hey, get out, go out, go out. But the Tirthadatris are so devotional minded. They think you are getting mercy. Then they show their head. Then they put the stick on their head, then ask money, please give us donation. That is my understanding. They are the Pratihari people, the security people. I don't know if that stick has any other importance. Maybe I have to find out. This stick I put on the head, that is toothbrush. But the stick they put to remove the people, but devotees have their mood. So they are getting blessings and pandas are getting dakshina also. So no problem. If devotees, they take that stick chadi, as Papanasana chadi, with a mood that this is Jagannath's mercy. Maybe Jagannath will reciprocate. But my understanding that that is for traffic control, but I can reconfirm with them again. Hare
Okay,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
How is Surabhi doing?
I'm doing well, Maharaj. So nice
Very
to
well.
hear your classes. Really
Nice to
enjoying
meet
them.
you.
So
Very well.
inspiring.
Okay, then Madhupati Prabhu.
Yes, Maharaj, we can take a few more questions. Anybody else has a question? You can raise their hand so we can unmute you if you have a question.
Raise your electronic hand.
Yes.
Now you have electronic hand, digital hands.
Digital hands, yes. Simheshwar Prabhu has a question, so 1 minute. Simheshwar Prabhu, you can. What happened to Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj?
As we're seeing, Maharaj, Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavad Pranam,
No.
all Guru Srila Prabhupada.
Did Maharaj get me? Okay. Go ahead, Simheshwar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavad Pranam, all Guru Srila Prabhupada. Jai. Thank you so much for giving us a wonderful Jagannath pastimes and Krishna Kada. Are you able to hear me, Maharaj?
No, you're not so clear. You have to become more, you have to speak more loudly or clearly.
Okay.
I cannot see you also. You can put on your, unmute your video.
Okay. I did, Maharaj.
Okay. Now I see your blissful face.
Krishna Maharaj. Dandavad Pranam, all Guru Srila Prabhupada. My question is this. So when we see Krishna in Vrindavan, and also we see the Jagannath as Krishna in Jagannath Puri. So how do we see Krishna in Vrindavan and Krishna in Jagannath Puri? What are the, I mean, I don't know the difference, or whether it is a difference, or is it that the same Krishna in Vrindavan, that same Krishna in Jagannath Puri? How do we see it? That's what my question.
The same Krishna is there, but with different bhava and different form. In Puri, is Krishna with a mood in separation from Radharani. Radha Viraha Vidura Krishna. Krishna in Puri or Jagannath is Radha Viraha Vidura, in separation from Krishna. That is Jagannath. I was explaining this morning, Jagannath, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are not incarnation of Krishna, the transformation of Krishna. Krishna transformed to Jagannath, Krishna transformed to Gauranga, especially to exhibit his Audarya Bhava. So Jagannath is much more Audarya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is much more Audarya Bhava. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also Krishna. But the Krishna form is more prominent in Madhurya Bhava. But Jagannath more in Audarya Bhava. Of course, Jagannath Puri, Jagannath, there is Dwaraka, there is Vrindavan, there is Navadvip also. All three bhavas are there. But Krishna mainly, as you said, in how you see the difference, same Krishna but different bhava. That is the difference. Any other question? Rupa?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Pranam,
Dhanavad.
Jai Shri Prabhupada.
You have a question?
क्या महाराज?
आपका क्वेश्चन है, प्रश्न है?
नहीं, मैं तो अभी ज्वाइन की हूँ.
Oh, just came.
हाँ.
Okay, you can hear later on. They must have recorded it.
इससे पहले भी चल रहा था कुछ लेक्चर.
What is that?
Is the lecture is going on before
No,
my...
we're having some question answer sessions. The lecture is almost finished. Any other questions? Prabhu's, Mataji's?
Mayapur Chandra Babu, you have a question?
No, Prabhuji, no question. We just wanted to.
Oh, okay.
He's always in bliss. He's always in bliss. No question. Okay, then thank you so much. I have to attend another program now. So thank you so much, Madhupati Prabhu, for giving me opportunity.
Thank you very much.
To glorify Lord Jagannath and to get association of all you nice devotees. Thank you so much. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Purushottam
Hare
Maharaj
Krishna.
ki jai.
Krishna Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Okay. I think Lokanath Maharaj is joining from 10 to 11 in another 5 minutes. So thank you very much for taking this opportunity to hear Krishna Katha back to back, 8 to 9, Asit Krishna Maharaj and Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, and now Lokanath Maharaj. And it's very nice to be absorbed in Jagannath Katha, Krishna Katha. In the evening, also we have 2 sessions. From 6 to 7 is Malti Mataji, and 7 to 8 is Divamrita Maharaj. Right, and so please be absorbed. Tomorrow is the actual day of Rath Yatra, and we'll have 2 sessions. In the evening, 7 to 8 is His Holiness Jayadutta Maharaj, 8 to 9 is His Grace Gaurang Prabhu. And then we will be celebrating in CNJ the Rath Yatra on Tuesday. So you are most welcome to come take darshan of Lord Jagannath in the temple, wearing with restrictions, wearing a mask, and no. So you can come and take darshan at the temple. Lord Jagannath, who is exhibiting transcendental sickness, will be coming out to give darshan to all of you on Tuesday. So thank you very much. Any other announcement, Krishna Prabhu?
No, Prabhu, that's it. Rath Yatra and digital Rath Yatra, Maharaj mentioned already. mercyonwheel.com.
Mercyonwill.com is a digital
Rath Yatra.
Rath Yatra.
Yeah, once they register, they will send a reply with the details. It starts 22nd India time, I think 8 p.m. or something, until 23rd or 24th. So they will let the register know when the Rath Yatra will come to their home.
Okay.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. It's only 1 more minute. I just texted Prabhuji that you're ready.
Okay.
Just
okay. All the classes are being recorded on our YouTube channel. So if you missed anything, you want to go back to the class, you can hear it on our ISKCON of Central New Jersey YouTube channel. Also, yesterday's kirtans were also recorded on the YouTube channel, and yesterday's katha. So,
you want to give a quick update on Maharaj's thing? I think it was posted in the group.
Yeah, we still are continuing prayers for the quick recovery of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj. The update which we got from Purnachandra Prabhu is Maharaj's condition yesterday was stable, but still critical. The next 24 to 48 hours are critical. So we request all the devotees to pray from the bottom of their heart. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Please for joining us. Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Haribol, Haribol.
Haribol.
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधरी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधरी यशोदानंदन सजन रंजना यशोदानंदन सजन रंजना यमुना तीर वनचरी यमुना तीर वनचरी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। सप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी अशक्य देश तारिणे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदी गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा। जय सुभद्रा। गीताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जगन्नाथ रथ यात्रा महोत्सव की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। हरि हरि जय जगन्नाथ। And And Hare Krishna to you all. And we welcome all the assembled devotees, assembled everywhere, or assembled on Zoom conference. And I expect a lot of devotees from New Jersey today, as this is their festival. And they have invited me to talk, and I'm sure others also are joining the talk. Jagannath Rath Yatra talk. Although Rath Yatra festival is in 2 days to come.
Yes, Maharaj.
However, I think conveniently, devotees in the West or devotees in New Jersey, they are celebrating Rath Yatra. Virtual Rath Yatra, of course, on this weekend. Yesterday was Rath Yatra, and today is a Jagannath Rath Yatra Katha. Hari Hari. Now such Rath Yatras are being held all over the planet. There was a time Rath Yatra mostly was held in Jagannath Puri, and then maybe a few more towns in India, Ahmedabad and like that, few other places. But now, Lord Jagannath kindly is making his appearance everywhere. To begin with, I was just remembering, Jagannath appeared in San Francisco. In 1967. Now, there's a little story, I think some of you have, I'm confident you have heard this, how Malti Mataji goes for shopping. And there she finds, well, she found one doll, looked very strange, but was attracting her attention. So as she did her shopping, she also managed to get that doll. I don't think she purchased it. She must have just grabbed it. And upon returning to the temple, she presented that doll to Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada knew this was not just another doll, but this is Jagannath. And Srila Prabhupada said, "Oh, where did you find this?" "Oh, of course, I found this in the shop." Then Srila Prabhupada said, "There must be 2 more dolls. Go back and try to find the remaining 2 dolls." And Samalti Mataji, that is what she did. And to her surprise, there were 2 more dolls. And she was very happy to find them. And she rushed back and offered those 2 dolls also to Srila Prabhupada. And now he was keeping those 3 dolls in front of him. And Srila Prabhupada was offering prayers to those dolls, and He was in different mood, well, devotional mood. Srila Prabhupada's devotion aroused, and he was meditating on those dolls. Those, of course, to Srila Prabhupada, they were not dolls, they were deities, small deities of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. And then Srila Prabhupada revealed the fact that these dolls are Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is Krishna, and this one is Jagannath. No, this one is Balaram, and this is their sister Subhadra. So for the first time, Srila Prabhupada introduced Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra to the devotees. They were just now becoming devotees in San Francisco. And then Srila Prabhupada had idea of holding Jagannath Rath Yatra. He knew Malti Mataji's husband, knew Shyam Sundar, he knew carpentry. So Srila Prabhupada gave that task. Take these 3 dolls, deities, keep them in front of you, and make bigger size deities, replica, just like, they should be looking just like these 3 deities or dolls. So that's what Shyam Sundar Prabhu did. And once those deities were carved, so Shyam Sundar became like a Vishwakarma. And the whole plan of organizing first ever Rath Yatra of ISKCON in the Western world. Western world or Eastern world, there was no Eastern world that time. ISKCON was only in the Western world. So, lorry, they had ordered lorry, flat bed truck. The sides hang down, 2 sides, back side, the flat platform. So deities were placed there. And in Golden Gate Park, America's or California's most famous park are called Golden Gate Park, Rath Yatra was held. This lorry was a rath, lorry was a chariot. And the big surprise of Srila Prabhupada as well as all the devotees, there was a large gathering. Srila Prabhupada and his followers had never ever seen such big crowds turning up for Hare Krishna festival here, Jagannath Rath Yatra festival. 10,000 American ladies and gentlemen participated in Rath Yatra, and it was an amazing event. Kirtan throughout, and Srila Prabhupada was dancing in the Kirtan. Famous photographs of Srila Prabhupada in San Francisco Rath Yatra, dancing in San Francisco Rath Yatra. Right? And towards the end, there was a big prasad distribution, Jagannath prasad distribution, and Srila Prabhupada was so much pleased, overwhelmed in fact. And he said, we should rename this town. Or from today onwards, San Francisco will become known as New Jagannath Puri. And that is what it has become now, known as New Jagannath Puri. So that was ISKCON's first ever Jagannath Rath Yatra. And then in some more towns in America, Canada, Rath Yatras were held. Then in London, then here, then there, then everywhere. And now over 700 cities, Jagannath Rath Yatra is being held. And what do you think? In future, probably every town, every village, wherever the holy name goes, reaches, Jagannath is going to follow. And Rath Yatras would be held everywhere. Jai Jagannath! So, the Jagannath Rath Yatra festival is a favorite festival of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And that is obviously for the reason that Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took keen interest in Jagannath and Jagannath Rath Yatra festival. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chose to reside in Jagannath Puri for 18 years. He could have stayed in any other holy dham. He could have stayed in Haridwar or Pandharpur or here, there. But no, he chose to spend 18 years in Jagannath Puri. As a result, Jagannath Puri has become most famous dham. And there were times that two Purushottams were residing in Jagannath Puri at the same time. Leela Purushottam Jagannath and Prem Purushottam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed for 18 years together. This has enhanced. So as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had just now returned from South India tour on time to participate in Rath Yatra. That was first Rath Yatra that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was attending. And his joy knew no bounds as he witnessed the Rath Yatra bathing of Jagannath. But then next day was a different story. Jagannath was not well, he was sick, bed rest, and no visitors meant no darshan. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was more disappointed, more than he was satisfied the day before during Rath Yatra. So what to do? Where to find Jagannath? Where to see Jagannath? So kindly there is arrangement in Jagannath Puri. Jagannath gives darshan in Alarnath. So Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu literally he ran to Alarnath for darshan of Alarnath, who gives darshan as Jagannath. And then there's no point of his returning to Jagannath Puri. Why return to Jagannath Puri? Jagannath is not giving darshan. There is no darshan of Jagannath. So Mahaprabhu stayed on in Alarnath. But then Sarvam Bhattacharya and Nityanand Prabhu, they had come to Alarnath to inform Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that there are so many devotees from Navadvip who have arrived in Jagannath Puri. And my dear Lord, they would like to see you. Of course, they also couldn't see Jagannath, so they could at least see you. So please return. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returns to Jagannath Puri, and devotees from Navadvip, also from Shantipur, also from Khanda, also from Gram. Which Gram?
Eturi.
No. Kulin Gram. Very good. From Kulin Gram. So devotees were, of course, fully satisfied seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When they met and they saw and had darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they did not miss Jagannath. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Jagannath. So then, that day, 2 weeks passed after Rath Yatra, and then day before Jagannath Rath Yatra is a Netrotsav day, and also it is Gundicha Marjan day. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had once again a feast for eyes. It's called Netrotsav, feast for eyes. This feast for tongue, that everyone knows. Huh? Mahaprasadi Govinde. But eyes also enjoy the feast, seeing, taking darshan of Jagannath. The Mahaprabhu was missing Jagannath so much. Yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for 18 years, he kept missing Jagannath. Feeling separation from Jagannath. And then missing and then meeting. Miss and meet. You would miss Jagannath. Then you would go for darshan and have darshan of Jagannath. And Jagannath also was missing. Who was Jagannath missing? Yeah, he was missing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not only, well, he's Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna combined. So who is Jagannath missing? Who is he missing? Radharani. He's missing Radharani. Jagannath is missing Radharani, and Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is missing Sri Krishna. Yeah, that is why in technical term it is said, Radha Viraha Vidur Jagannath. Radha Viraha Vidur Jagannath. And Krishna Viraha Vidur Chaitanya. And of course, Jagannath is Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also Krishna. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna. So one is missing Krishna, one is missing Radha. And in Jagannath Puri, they find each other. So Jagannath Puri is a place. This is the place. Most appropriate dham for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to reside in Jagannath Puri and find missing Krishna in the form of Jagannath. So during Rath Yatra festival time, okay, first of all, we should briefly at least mention that Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu having darshan of Jagannath, Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is taking darshan, meaning who is taking darshan? Radharani is taking darshan of Krishna. Krishna is Jagannath. And Jagannath, who is Krishna, he is taking darshan, he is meeting Radharani. So that happened, say on Netrotsav day. And the same day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does the Gundicha Marjan, cleansing of Gundicha temple. And as a devotee, as of course here, Radharani is the best of all the devotees. She is the leader of the devotees. So he was leading this cleansing Gundicha temple, cleaning Gundicha temple service. And with so much devotion, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sweeping and mopping and the temple with the tears. He was using his tears as a water for cleansing. There was also water was available, but then another source, natural source of water was his tears coming down, not Ashru Bindu, but Ashru Dhara. You know that when Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would shed tears, not just drops would glide down the cheeks, but like a hose pipe. And when you are watering the plants in the garden, or so like that, they would reach like 100-meter, and if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing kirtan and then he's making round, then what would happen? All those devotees around him would get drenched, soaking wet in the tears, or there's Abhishek. All the devotees, Abhishek happening. Rath Yatra would take place. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would chant and dance and go round and round, like Dharmaraj Prabhu makes rounds, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu making rounds. And then we haven't seen the tears yet, but at least we see the rounds. So Yeah, so there's Gundicha Marjan is quite a festival. The Gundicha Marjan is Vrindavan. The next day, Krishna, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, they are going to be arriving in Gundicha temple. And they're going to stay there for about a week, 9 days. It's like Jagannath is coming, Jagannath is coming, Jagannath is coming. Like for us, during Srila Prabhupada days, there used to be this concept, Prabhupada is coming, Prabhupada is coming. They would get ready, Hare Krishna land and Prabhupada's quarters, and we'll do thoroughly Maha cleanup and this and that. Everyone is thinking, on everyone's mind, Prabhupada is coming, Prabhupada is coming. So, then certainly for Jagannath is coming. Jagannath is going to be arriving in Gundicha Mandir tomorrow. Is everything ready? So the main thing to be done is cleansing, because all year long, temple is not used. Well, visitors come, take darshan now. Like a tourist coming. But Jagannath is not there, Krishna is not there. So after 1 year he is arriving, so there's a great excitement getting Gundicha temple ready to welcome grand reception of Jagannath next day. So then the next day arrives, the day of Rath Yatra, and then the carts are ready. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra carts. And you know, Jagannath Puri, they make carts every year, new cart. They do not use Maha cart. Maha meant it is used before and we use it again and again and again, as we do in ISKCON. Even one temple's cart goes to another temple and to another temple, another temple. Maha Rath. Jagannath Puri's Rath, the chariot, is used only one time. Then it is abandoned. Next year, new cart. So new cart, new canopy, new everything new. And Jagannath is also kind of new. After Snan Yatra, he recuperates. He regains his health and is looking fresh and healthy. They also paint his body, his form, and he becomes known as Navayavana. So in fact, on Netrotsav day before Rath Yatra, when devotees take darshan, they take darshan of Navayavana Jagannath. So Jagannath is also kind of new Jagannath. And of course, every 12 years, there's Nava Kalevar. Nava is new and Kalevar is form. New deity. That also we do not do in ISKCON. There are some deities that are 40 years old. Well, of course, they are new. Lord is ever new. Lord never becomes old. That understanding is also there. But in Jagannath Puri, there's a different tradition. And every 12 years, there's a new deity. And there's a whole ritual they follow to find the right tree and the whole thing. and transporting that tree to Jagannath Puri, and then a lot of things, a lot of whole science and process and the mantras and tantra involved in identifying the right tree, and again carving deities from that wood. So on the day of Rath Yatra, there's a Pahandi festival called Pahandi. Pahandi, that bringing Lord from his Singhasan or Ratan Bedi, the altar in the temple, to the chariots. And that is festival in itself. I have witnessed that festival several times. And a few years ago, there was Navakalevar. And I was in Jagannath Puri that day. Not only Jagannath Puri, but I along with some other devotees, I don't know who else. Dharmaraj, you're there? We managed to get inside the temple. And when the pandas were during this Pahandi festival, the ropes around his waist and lift and place him on some kind of cushion and lift again. And so they had brought Jagannath from the altar through the Darshan Mandap, and Jagannath was about to come outside through the front entrance. And I was very appropriately situated or stationed when they were bringing Jagannath. And as Jagannath looked outside, I was the first one to look at Jagannath. I felt like that. And Jagannath looked at me. Jagannath looked at me. I was very strategically located. Lord's glance fell upon me. And as Pandas had brought him few steps forward, Jagannath outside the entrance, then some devotees managed to bring me forward, and Pandas also, I think they were helping out, and I was pushed near Jagannath, and they managed to, so much struggle, push and pull, and so finally I touched my head to Jagannath's Navakalevar, a new form. So it's a memory to relish forever. So then finally, as Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, they are seated on their respective chariots. This is 500 years ago. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to come and offering his Dandvat, pranam to all the three deities as he would come in front of Jagannath, falling flat in front of Jagannath. Then he would stand with folded hands and pray, offer prayers and praise to Jagannath. And one of that praise is Jayati, Jayati Devo, Devaki Nandano, so Jayati, Jayati Krishna, वृष्णिवंश प्रदीपः जयति जयति मेघ श्यामल कोमलंगो जयति जयति पृथ्वीभार नाशो मुकुंदः जय हो मीनिंग जय हो जय हो जय जगन्नाथ जय you are Vrishni Vamshaj and then Megha Shamala Komala Anga. Your form is Shamal, bluish black form, and Komal, very soft to touch. And you are Devaki Nandan, you are son of Devaki and Prithvibhara Nasho Mukunda. Thank you, Lord Jagannath, for giving relief to Prithvibhar. Mother Earth was burdened by the sin of the sinners, but you appeared and you relieved the earth's burden. O Mukunda, O giver of the liberation. And then the Rath Yatra procession would begin. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yeah, so first the king has to be there, and he used to be there. King Pratap Rudra. Cleaning of Gundicha Marjan has happened, but now in front of Jagannath's chariot, the street cleaning, Swachh Bharat. So king was personally sweeping the streets, especially that street, that road, Grand Trunk Road, or Rath Yatra Marg, with his own hand. And big king, big authority. Everyone is at his disposal. He could order, hey, sweepers come. Thousands of sweepers would line up. But he would prefer to sweep himself. So Mahaprabhu had taken note of this, the humility. This is Trinadapi Sunichena. Tarorapi Saishna. This Trinadapi Sunichena. And as soon as there is a humility, then what happens? Lord is pleased, and that person could do his devotional service with no interruption. And that candidate deserves association and darshan of the Lord. Vinayat yati patrata, right? Vinayat, from humility comes eligibility. You become eligible to serve Krishna or even eventually see Krishna if there's a humility. Amongst other things, humility has to be there. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu noted that humbleness, humility of Raja Pratap Rudra, immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, why not? I must see, I must meet this person. So anyway, it's a long story. We have no time. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not willing to meet this king, thinking he's a king, he's attached to the power. Kissa, Kurshika, and other things. So, but when he saw a very humble king, his humility, Mahaprabhu changed his mind. Oh, I would like to see him. And during that Rath Yatra, then Lord's, this is Ichha Shakti. Lord just desired, and that's all that he has to do. And then everything else is done by other Shaktis, other energies. Leela Shakti, this Shakti, that Shakti. So that day, so first of all, when there was a, yes, as Rath Yatra started, they're pulling the chariot, and there were 4 Kirtan parties in front of Jagannath's chariot, 2 parties on the other side of Jagannath's chariot, and 1 party behind the chariot. So there's total of 7 parties. And Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing simultaneously in all those 7 Kirtan parties. Really, this is nothing for him. When there's a dance with, rasa dance with 3 crore gopis, then Krishna is dancing with 3, he becomes 3 crore Krishnas. Here he is becoming only 7 Krishnas. So no big deal, as they say. But and then Lord arranged, I think it was only King Pratap Rudra was able to realize what was happening. Otherwise, each party was thinking that, oh, he is dancing only with us. Hey, our party ki jai, our party is special party. Yes, see, he's dancing with our party only. Other party, Murdabad, or our party, Jindabad. But that was not the case. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing in all the 7 parties simultaneously. And by Lord's arrangement, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always in full control. He arranged only King Pratap Rudra to visualize or realize or have a vision, darshan, of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing in all the parties at the same time. No one else they were not understanding, not realizing, but by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's special benediction upon this very humble soul, King Pratap Rudra, he had this special darshan. And then, Hari Hari, the procession, they're all heading towards Gundicha temple. And Gundicha is Vrindavan. Jagannath Puri temple is Dwarika. And those who are pulling the chariot, bringing Jagannath, Baldev Subhadra, they are all devotees from Vrindavan, headed by Radharani. Radharani is in the forefront or is in the center. And so during the procession, there is a whole Leela, dealings, reciprocation going on between Krishna in the chariot and Radharani in the front. of the chariot. And that Radharani is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that Krishna is Jagannath. So, pulling the chariot, they are in the middle. There's a time for Uppal Bhog. Uppal Bhog, very special offering. Lord eats how many times a day? 6 times a day. So it's time for honoring prasadam. Today you are ate only 1 time. But you are not Jagannath, so it's okay. And only Jagannath could manage eating 6 times. We will die if we ate 6 times. And then what to speak of amount of bhoga that he relishes. So during Uppal Bhoga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes into the garden, adjoining garden called Jagannath Vallabh. And while he was resting, it was recommended by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and others. This is the time, king, put on your Vaishnava clothes. So he was given dhoti and kurta, and then king goes forward, obeisances, and he begins massaging transcendental form, Sachidananda Vigraha of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And while massaging, he is chanting, he is reciting Gopi Geet. Jayate Dikam Danmana Vraja, like that. So reciting and reciting, he comes to the 9th stanza. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavibhiriditam kalmashapaham Shravana Mangalam Srimadatam Bhuvi Grananti Ye Bhurida Janaha. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this Bhurida Janaha, which gopis and Radharani also had uttered or recited that prayer, and that prayer is a Bhurida Jana. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts, you are that Bhurida, you are that Bhurida. Bhurida means charitable, magnanimous. Because you are sharing this Gopi Geet with me, you are so kind to me. So, because you have shared this gift, I'm very grateful to you. And Lord is still lying down. His eyes are closed. He has no clue who this person who was massaging and he was reciting Gopi Geet. But Mahaprabhu is talking, Bhurida, you are that Bhurida. And you did so much for me. What could I must do something in return for you, but what could I do? I am just Tridandi, not even Tridandi, Ekdandi Bhikshuk, sannyasi. I have nothing. I'm empty pocket. I have no pocket, not even pocket. So saying so, Mahaprabhu was now getting up and he says, okay, I have nothing to really offer to you in return. But if you do not mind, may you accept my embrace. And Mahaprabhu hold King Prataparudra in his long arms and hold him tight. And then so did then King Prataparudra also. They were embracing each other, and that was a perfection of King Prataparudra. And that is also perfect timing for us to stop our katha. So then the chariot proceeds, and soon they arrive at Gundicha temple, which is Vrindavan Dham ki. On the way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the mood of Radharani, he keeps saying, Moraman Vrindavan, Moraman Vrindavan, my mind is Vrindavan, my mind is Vrindavan. Oh Lord, please reside in Vrindavan, my mind is Vrindavan. Stay in my mind, on my mind, in my heart. And then, Lord, down from the chariot, and another Pahandi Mahotsav, bringing deities from the chariot to the altar in Jagannath, in Gundicha temple. So Pahandi festival is 2 times, before the chariot and after the chariot yatra gets over. And now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to spend, Jagannath is going to be spending time with Baldev and Subhadra at Gundicha temple. And they are very happy, feeling at home. When Jagannath, Krishna is in Vrindavan, he's at home. Your home is where your heart is, he says. Your home is where your heart is. So Krishna's heart is in Vrindavan. So that is his home, and that is perfect location, situation. Jagannath Baldev Subhadra ki, Jagannath Rath Yatra Mahotsav ki jai, Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, ISKCON New Jersey ki jai, ISKCON New Jersey Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much from our bottom of our hearts that during, that there are so many programs happening every day, each day. And Maharaj, you took time to share the nectar of the pastimes of Sri Jagannath Ji to us. We're so indebted to you, and thank you so much from our congregation and the entire community of the New Jersey. We were arranging this program, and thank you so much. And there is here sometimes, if anybody has any questions, please share with Maharaj.
Is Maharaj there or locked out?
Okay.
Yeah, Maharaj is locked out.
They just left. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.
So we'll continue the katha in the evening. Please log in at 5:30 sharp, so that at 6 o'clock, 5:30 to 6 we'll have kirtan, and 6 o'clock Mother Malti will begin her katha.